Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler here, and I wanted to walk you through how to create your own Google form headers for your classes or for your resources, for your school, anything you're wanting to do. A great option for this, if you are doing it for like an entire district, you can create some really cool headers, and it would be a good way to brand your district across all of your classrooms. You can put it in as a template and then share it with your teachers, your students. Everybody can use that to, show that you're all part of the same organization. You can even put like procedures in your header for what you want students to do. If you're a teacher creating it, you could put the name of your class and then, hey, don't forget these procedures, bam, 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 or your values or pretty much anything. The possibilities are limitless. So right here, you can see this is one that I have. It's the same header I think I have for my YouTube channel. On YouTube, they call it your cover art, thumbnail art. Nope, cover art. Thumbnails are the videos. Cover art is what they call it on your YouTube page. But this is what we've got. So this is my header, and to insert that, all you would do, because traditionally they come like this, like that looks like a traditional Google form. Bam, adds a little bit of spice to it. So to add that in there, all you got to do is you go to customize theme, and this is where you would upload that header. Okay, so what we're going to do today is I want to walk you through how to create a header for your Google Forms. Okay, so there's a couple different places. By the way, if you want this classroom discipline form, I have a copy if you want. Just go to this website right here, tarveracademy.com/resources. Sometimes I sing, but now I am done singing. So sorry. Okay, so sometimes I get off and I just let the music take over. So whenever you're creating these, you have a couple different options, a couple different places you can make it. I have one that I always recommend for anything design, graphic, anything like that, and it's Canva. Canva is by far my favorite. I used Adobe Spark for several years. It was great. I've done Photoshop. I've used Illustrator. I've used a ton of different options for creating graphic designs. Canva is by far the easiest. Now, here's the difference. If I like my buddy Steven, he's an amazing graphic designer. He did the design for my book. See that cover right there? This little chicken nugget cover for my book. He did that, and he is incredible, and he would frown upon me advising you to use anything but Adobe Illustrator. However, a lot of us don't have the time to become as fluent as him in creating with Illustrator. Canva is the easiest way to create something that looks good. You're going to get to if 100% is like something my buddy Steven could make, you're going to get to 80 to 91% very easily for a lot less work. And so I use it because I keep creating stuff and I need to get stuff out quickly. So I recommend Canva. Go to bit.ly/TarverCanva. Get you an account. They have a free account, they have education accounts, and then they have paid accounts. So pick whichever one is best for you. If you do the education account, it opens up more templates and resources that you can use. And then you go beyond that and do a paid account. I think it's $100 a year, give or take $10, and you get even more. So the end. Okay, I don't work for Canva, but I do like to brag about stuff I think is useful and helpful and makes people's lives easier. So let's go in and we're going to create. So I'm going to go to canva.com. Loading up. Okay, now Google has the best search, ever. You search Google, you can search Google Photos, all that. It's an amazing search. Canva search, if they had a browser, I might use it. It's incredible how good Canva search is. Okay, so here, the first thing you need to do, and whenever you're creating a resource, you're creating a template or a header, anything like that, you've got to think through, what are the dimensions I need? Because you can make I could go in here and I could be like, oh, I want to create this cool design, blah, blah, blah. It might not fit. It might not fit with the dimensions of what you're trying to create. So this is how I do it. And I've got the tab up here from when I did it earlier. I just type in, whatever it is I'm trying to make, Google Forms header dimensions. Hit enter, and then you look and find the dimensions. So we're looking for a 1600 by 400. You see this? 1600 by 400. That way you're creating what you need to create. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Now, here's the deal. Canva, they have a lot of really good ones. So I could search Google Classroom headers. And I'm pretty sure they have templates that are exactly made for these dimensions. They do. See this? Bam. Check out that little chicken nugget. Now, here's the deal. I don't want those dimensions. I want different dimensions. They don't have a Google form header. I've already checked. Canva, you get on that. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Google Classroom header, and then I'm going to adjust the dimensions to make it what I want. So let's look through here. Oh, this one's pretty cool. So I'm going to pick, these are just like templates you can start from. You can start from scratch, or you can, go up here and create a blank one. I'm going to go to this one. I think it's pretty clean. I always like to start from something. So I'm going to click this, and it's going to essentially generate a copy of that I can edit. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to edit this. But the first thing I'm going to do, because I don't want to do all this work and then change the dimensions and then go back and forth. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go to up here in the upper left. I'm going to go to resize. Okay, this is great. So let's say you make a graphic and it's a square and you want to put it on Instagram. Great. You make it, boom. And then you're like, you know what? I want to put this on as the thumbnail for the YouTube video. You can go to resize and it'll automatically adjust it. And then you can like make any changes you need to, and it'll adjust it for a YouTube thumbnail. And then you can go in and make it an Instagram story, and you can change it to that. Just hit resize. That's your go-to. All right. And I'm going to show you some options on that. So resize is right there in the upper left. This is cool. It's fine. We're going to do something with it. I'm going to go to resize. And then I'm going to go to, so a lot of times you can search and find like, common ones that you're doing. I want to go in and just put in this custom height. It's 1600 by, what do we say, 400 by 400 pixels. Okay. Now here's where you have an option. Okay. I can either hit resize, which means it's going to take what I just created and it's going to change it to the correct size, or I can hit copy and resize. So let's say you make that Instagram graphic and then you want to make the YouTube thumbnail and you want to make an Instagram story out of it. You might want to keep that original Instagram one. So what you would do is you would hit copy and resize. This one, I'm just going off of this like one graphic that I've created. So I'm just going to hit resize and I'm going to change the size of this actual file that I'm still in. Okay. So we've changed it. This is the exact dimensions now of this that'll be shown. Okay. So if not, I would have to crop if I didn't have the right dimensions. So I'm going to change it. I can call this, Mr. Tarver's class. Okay. And so I'm just going to adjust these, kind of making that text pop out. I can do underneath it. I can do anything I want. I can put stuff. Look at that little robot. That's a friendly little robot. Okay. This little robot looks dangerous. I'm going to get rid of him. So you can just click on anything you want and delete it. I like this one's little rubbery arm. So I'm going to keep that little guy. This one looks like he's using the force. So it's like that little robot's using the force. And I like that. Okay. Now we can change colors in here. So like, let's say I want to change this background color. All I do is I click on, let me move this. I'm going to click right here. And then I can go up here to this color and change that. Change that background color. I can make it red. I can make it navy. I can choose any color that my heart desires. And then I could click this navy part. These are overlays. So I could go here. I can click this and I can change that navy. Oh, that's not what I want. There it is. Okay. Changing that blob. Going to make this change. Boom. See, look at those. Wow. This is so beautiful. I mean, I don't want to say I've improved it, but I mean, it kind of did, right? So I'm going to hover over it. Anytime you hover over an item, it's going to highlight the box. I'm not clicking anything. I'm just hovering over it with my cursor. I can change this, click on it. Now I have the option to change my font. So I can click this. I can go to, let's do Knockout. That's the cover my book font. I can choose this. And I can change the font color. We can go navy. Bam. Look at this. Okay. Do I need this one? I'm leaving this because I want to do something with that. I want to show y'all later. Remember, I'm keeping in mind, this is for my class. And so I want to do stuff that I know they're going to see at the top of Google Form anytime they go in there. So the robot, those robots is chilling. I could, if I wanted, I'm going to show you one of the coolest features in Google Forms. Actually, let's do this first. So I want to show you, if I'm thinking through what do I want to do with a Google Form, what would be most beneficial for me as a teacher, and that's to have instructions. Okay. So like, let's say that I was making a test. This is going to be the form for my tests. I could put procedures up here. That's really large. So I'm going to, sorry, my kid's yelling. So I could change this font size to that. Okay. And then I could say step 1, make sure you're logged into your school email account. There we go. Now, right now I'm centered. Actually, no, I'm not. So there we go. Look at that. So I'm adding instructions. These are going to be able to be seen right here at the top of every Google form that students do. Like, yeah, you can do it to where it just looks cool and it's just like cool branding for it. But you could also put your values like, hey, we don't cheat. Make sure you're not cheating. And then you can include what that is, phoning a friend, Googling, etc. Okay. 3. By the way, did y'all see that Google Forms has added the feature where it gives you 30 days? You could save a Google form and come back and work on it later. That's huge for teachers. Because you had to like create a test that could be done in one class period because there was no extra time you could have. 3, we can say make sure you submit. Hit me up, HMU. Hit me up if you have any questions. Okay. Let's do this class. I call it Mr. Tarver's class, test procedures. Boom. I could change that title up. Look at this. And I could change these robots. If you wanted to, I could, let's see. Let's make this bigger. Okay. So I have more room to play here. So let's make this a little bit bigger. And I'm going to take this. I'm going to click over here on this little edge, this upper right-hand corner. I'm just going to drag. It's going to automatically make that larger for me. You're logged into your school account. Make sure you're not cheating, phoning a friend, Googling, etc. That overlay. There we go. Okay. I'm going to delete this little guy. He looks let's delete the little guy. He looks dangerous. I don't need that. Okay. Now I'm going to show you one more thing and then we're going to export this. So what I'm going to do is I want to go over here to uploads because I want to insert a photo. So let's find a photo that I've created. I could have Martin Luther King Jr. He's cool. I like him. Do Beyonce. Let's do this. We could add me. I could add myself screaming. I guess that'd be weird to have my kids. So I'm going to add myself screaming. So I add this photo in here. Okay. I just click it and it adds it in. Now what I can do is this is just like one of the best features ever. You ready? I'm going to make it a little bit larger. My hair. I'm going to cut my hair off because it looks ratchet. Okay. Hey, I'm wearing the same. Look at that. Wow. It's a special day. Okay. So I've got the photo. Click on the photo and then in the upper left, go to edit. Now, there is a feature right here called background remover. Watch what happens when I click that. It is going to take the background out of my photo and just leave me as the photo. This is awesome. Apple has this. It's called like alpha something. I think is what they call it. But there we go. Now I could be in the photo. So if I can move the robot. I can make him move over here. I want to change him. Look, there we go. I'm a little robot. Look at that. These are my test procedures. I can put myself here. Look at that. You can insert yourself into there. How cool is that? If you have a classroom mascot or logo, or say you got like a pet iguana for your class, you can put that in there. But I've got me looking super frazzled. So that's the idea. That's what you could do for your tests. That's what you can do for your assignments, your homework assignments, give instructions, all of it. You can do it to brand your school, your classroom. You could have students make them and you could alternate through the ones that your students made. Just a really fun little thing you could add in your classes. This would work for anything else you're creating. You could search the same thing in Canva and create through there. Same for Google Classroom headers. So that's what I got. I hope you enjoyed learning with us today. If you want, I have, links to everything that you would ever need and ever want. So that's all I got. I don't know why I said that, but y'all be good. Stay sweet. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Just kidding. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Y'all be good. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.